My name's Jules and I'm a foster carer.
Hi, my name's Ed. I'm a foster carer and we've been a foster carer now for 7 years, and we've fostered a total of 14 children. We have from the age group of 1 up to the age of 16. It's been an amazing journey, an amazing experience, and every child we've had in placement has brought something different, which makes this job wonderfully unpredictable.
I think we've had children short term, so that's anything from 2 weeks to actually just over 2 years. About 2 years ago we were approached to do something slightly different, so now we are Mockingbird hub carers, which means we are experienced foster carers with 2 spare bedrooms, and at the moment we support 8 families and 16 children. We do monthly support coffee mornings for the foster carers. We do a monthly get together with the children, don't we? That can be anything from a bowling to pantomime to a bake-off and games tournament. And so we really get to know these children. They get to know our home, and we are able to offer sleepovers in emergencies or planned sleepovers. So it offers a new dimension of support to fostering, which is very exciting.
Yes, absolutely. And we also offer peer support as well for any foster carers that have been have a lot of siblings in placement and need a little bit of a rest, a little bit of respite. We will. Well, not in the current climate, but normally I'd go around, take the children out for a couple of hours, just to give the foster carers a bit of a break, and the children a bit of a break from the foster carers as well. So that's in place, and we're targeting brand new foster carers to be a part of a group where they can speak to us, maybe come round, have a coffee, just let off steam. So that's in the process as well, so that's very exciting.
Fostering for Herts County Council is awesome. We have had so much support. There is so much training, which is great, and you can tailor the training for, say you have a baby, you can do some training about baby brain. If you have a child who may have autism, you can do some autistic training. So training is just great because there's so many layers of training that you can do, which really help you do your job.
What I've also found is the support. I'm starting to forge a bit of a career as well, doing the skills to foster because of our fostering experience, working alongside Herts County Council and delivering skills to foster, talking about our experiences during training, and also getting involved in the recruitment side. And I think that's the beauty of it, is you're not stagnant in this career, that there is opportunities to advance and to work with Herts County Council and to draw on your experiences to give to a lot of other people. So you can make a career in this, which is very exciting, as well as being a foster carer.
I was at a crossroads of my career and I needed something new, and I was really struggling with what I wanted to do. I just was lost, and in the local paper was an advert for fostering, and that just really appealed to me. So when Ed came home, I sort of thrust the paper in his face and said, what do you think? And we applied in the February. Someone came round to see us, and by July we had passed panel, and in August we got our first children.
Mine's a bit of a sob story, really, isn't it? From 15 years ago, I worked in a hotel and we made a lot of money one year, and we decided to give something back to the local area, which had given us a lot of money, a lot of revenue. And it was coming around about Christmas time, and I thought, what can we do? So, to cut a long story short, I got in touch with the local orphanage and brought the kids there for a day to remember. Got a lot of companies involved. Local companies like Mars, and they brought us Santa and selection boxes, and all the people, suppliers, they brought something free, so the children were laden with gifts and everything, and they had a fantastic day. It was a total of about 25 children came round, and this little one girl didn't want to leave, and she said, I want to stay, and I said to this girl, I said, you're going to be absolutely fine in life. She's a beautiful little girl, and I vowed from that day that I was going to give something back to the children. And when Jules said to me, you know, oh, look at this, I said, bang, that's it. That's what's missing. That's what we need to do. We need to give something back.
So I think once we decided we wanted to go the foster route, we had a 13-year-old son at home, so we sat down and chatted to him about what, you know, would happen, how it would be, how it might impact on him. And the decision we made was we would only have foster children that were younger than him, so that always made him feel important. He was older, always the older big brother. Our family and friends have always been so supportive in every way. Christmas cards, Christmas presents, you know, always taken our children on board, our foster children as our own family, and it's worked so well.
Yeah, it's been amazing, because you can't do it without the family. You need their support, and as Jules said, we sat down with Alex and had a good chat. How do you feel about this and everything? And he was on board right away, and he has remained.
He's always been, yeah.
He has remained on board, and he's been invaluable to us. I've been in careers and always felt like there's something missing. With fostering, that missing piece is gone now. It has been filled. I think everyone has a role to play in life, and some people go through life not finding what they're meant to be doing, but in fostering, I think I found that. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we realise we both want to stay in children's services, and we both want to be heavily involved in helping to create better lives and better paths for these children, because a lot of these children have had such horrific starts in life, but actually there is a better way, and we can show them that. And it's, you know, all you need is love in your heart and a spare room, and you've got, you know, you've got it.
And you can make a big difference to these children.
Although for me and Ed, fostering is more than a job, much more, but actually you still need to be able to pay your bills and live your life when you're doing this job. So actually the fact that we get paid an allowance for ourselves, an allowance for the child, there is money that comes in for the child for clothes, money that comes in for their pocket money, so actually they are very well covered financially, and actually you know, there is money there for you as well to be able to pay all your bills. So when we decided that we definitely wanted to go into fostering, obviously we looked into it a bit more. Ed was working, so we did have an income coming in, and actually as much as we really wanted to foster, we couldn't afford to do it without having some sort of an income coming in. And I think it's very difficult, because to be a foster carer you need to have your heart in it, so it's your heart that comes into it first. But actually we all still need to pay our bills. So the fact that there is money coming in every month, the allowance for you, allows you to be able to do the job, care for these children, love these children, without actually having to worry about whether you are going to be able to pay your bills.
I was working full time, and we took on a sibling group of 5, and I had to give up that job and, you know, become a full-time carer with Jules. And leading on from that, I then decided that when the children, because it was short term, when the children moved on, I didn't want to do anything else. I didn't want to go back to full-time work. I wanted to stay within children's services. The opportunities that came along after, I think you go in, you've got the passion for the job, and, you know, that takes care of it. People identify that, and I've now got a career within Hertfordshire County Council. I'm doing outreach, I'm delivering skills to foster for brand new foster carers, talking about foster carer experiences during the training. I've now been asked to get into recruiting as well, which I'm really excited about, which is a new venture. I've had to turn a couple of things down as well because of my work commitments now, but it's the best thing I ever did was to put it out there, and they'd identified me for roles, and my feet have never touched the ground since. So if you're thinking about doing this as a career, you know, really look into it. you know, you can make a career within fostering as well as looking after children, getting involved in training and all the other aspects of it.
If you're thinking about fostering, do it. It is the single best thing we have ever done. It's a roller coaster of emotions. There are highs, there are lows, but it is the single most rewarding job we have ever done.
Yeah, the difference you can make in that child's life. You know, we've gauged success from professionals like school teachers telling us how the children are doing while they've been in placement. You know, if them children can form an attachment with you and you have a secure placement, these children can really develop with your help. And I know there's a lot of people would want to do fostering, but they say they can't because when the children leave, it is a hard thing, it really is. But you spend a couple of weeks and you're not rushed into taking another placement, and you suddenly realise when you're in the house how silent it is in your house, and your walls are not echoing with the children's noises. You think after 2 or 3 weeks you just dust yourself down and say, I'm ready to go again. And this is great, bring the children back in, and a new placement is a new challenge. And hopefully the children that do leave, you know, somewhere down the line, you know, you can keep in touch. Hopefully there's a bit of continuity with the children, and you know, they can stay a part of your lives, or when they're old enough they can come round and see you when they're old enough, if they wish to. We've always said that we're not going to move away from this place, because when you're old enough and you're allowed to, you can knock on our door anytime, so that keeps us going.
It never ceases to amaze me how you can get a child or children in your home that have never played a simple game. They've never sat at the table and learnt dominoes or Scrabble or any of the other children's games. We've had children that have never seen pyjamas before, and the joy on these children's faces when you just do the simplest of things, like allowing them to have a beautiful bubble bath and then put clean pyjamas on, is just amazing.
Absolutely. And I'm a little child at heart as well, so when we've got the little ones in placement, it's an excuse to put the Disney films on and sit there and just, I love them.
Sing your heart out.
Sing my heart out, that's it.
It takes a village to raise a child, and for me it's about the support that we have from Herts County Council that surrounds us and allows us to promote and help these children to live their best lives.
I think the great thing with fostering is you're never on your own. There's always support there for any decisions or anything you find in difficulty. There will always be somebody there on the end of the phone to help you or to guide.